Billionaire Andrew Twiggy Forrest and ex-wife Nicola have purchased Akubra in a multi-million-dollar deal. The iconic Australian hat brand has been run by the Keir family for almost 150 years, generation to generation, and has had prime ministers, diggers, even a pope. Outgoing chairman Stephen Keir says the Forrests are the right people to take over the brand. The Forrests' first order of business is to bring Akubra to overseas markets and make it more popular in Australian cities. How are they going to do that? Well, let's find out. Joining us live is the Chief Executive of Australian Retailers Association, also the former head of David Jones, Paul Zahra. Paul, good to see you this morning. So an exciting deal, this one. Now, you've been in the game for a while in this space. First of all, what do you make of this deal involving Akubra?
Well, look, I think it's an amazing deal. And just to think about Akubra's history, like it's older than Vegemite and the Sydney the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So it sort of gives you a sense of how old the brand is. Now, what's so great about this deal, in fact, it's going to remain Aussie-owned, committed to local manufacturing, but equally this investment allows them to take the brand globally. We're a really small market here, Pete, so being able to take a brand like this internationally in such a grand scale with this investment will be good for Akubra, good for Australia.
So how does it get much bigger than it already is, Paul? Because in the United States, hats are a very crowded market.
Well, look, I think the beauty about this particular hat, it's practical, it's durable, it's timeless. It has all the sort of Australian iconic elements to it. So we get for, I think, first time on the world stage, whilst we know it's been really well adopted by Hollywood and by the military and by Olympians, it's a massive global market. So the ability to take this brand globally will be good for the brand and good for Australian workers, because this means that they'll be able to invest heavily in manufacturing and keep that here on our own land. So that's a great outcome. Yeah,
and you referred to this already, but you've got Twiggy's acquisition of RM Williams. You've also got Camilla as well. So just further to that point, your thoughts on him keeping these good Australian brands, these big Australian brands here in Australia?
Well, look, it's a theme, isn't it? It's been very much focused along the Australiana aspects of it, and that's great because I don't think anyone else in this country is doing that.
No.
They're sort of looking for just sort of global growth, but to be focusing on Australian brands, I mean, that talks to the man and Nicola as well, of course, around what their intentions are to invest in Australian brands. So I think, again, I can only see good in this. I think those three brands you mentioned are great brands. Again, they've got some global appeal, and being able to take these brands even further than they already are is a great outcome.
All right, Paul, yeah, good to have you with us this morning. Thank you so much.